Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. I updated this device to Windows 11 on the 6th of October this year. Today is the 10th of December, which means I've been running and using Windows 11 on this device for just over 2 months. So I thought it was time just to post a quick video on some of the little nuances and little things that annoy me while running Windows 11 on a day-to-day basis compared to how they are while using Windows 10. Now, this is just my own personal observations and opinions, and I do understand that everybody's computing needs are different. Now, the first little nuance I have with Windows 11 is regarding the Quick Assist, where your notifications are found, and your calendar. These are one feature in Windows 11, where in Windows 10, your Quick Assist, where you get your notifications, pops out your notifications in its own fly-out menu, and your calendar does the same. It pops your calendar out in its own fly-out menu. Now, in Windows 11, if I click on any of the two buttons, the calendar will pop out in the fly-out calendar menu, and then if I have any notifications, those will appear on the top of the calendar, so they are all bundled into one feature. Now, I personally don't like this. I think it's very cluttered and actually makes trying to see your notifications quite difficult. So I preferred how it was in Windows 10, where your notifications are in their own separate menu and your calendar is in its own separate menu. Now, the second little nuance I have is regarding the Task Manager. The Task Manager is a feature I do use on a regular basis, and in Windows 10 you could click anywhere on your taskbar and the fly-out menu would pop up and you could just click on the Task Manager entry. Now, in Windows 11 you can only click on the Start menu icon and access your Task Manager. Now, I know it's a small little nuance, but I preferred the way it was in Windows 10. It just made things a lot more simpler to access that Task Manager. And then if we head to the Start menu, you can see that under my recommended section, I don't have any recent files and apps displayed. I've turned this off in settings, as I personally just don't like the clutter. Now, I personally would prefer a setting in Windows 11 where we could actually disable recommended to get rid of this empty space if that feature is not being used. And I know there is a feature being tested in the Insider program currently where you can have more pins, which means you can have more of your pinned apps displayed, and you have more recommended where you could have more of your recent files and apps displayed under recommended. But personally, I wish and would prefer that there was a setting to turn off recommended, and then like in Windows 10, I would prefer an option where we were able to resize the Start menu, which we currently can't in Windows 11, just to drop the Start menu down a little bit, just to make things a little bit more pleasing to the eye, so to speak, and also get rid of this unsightly wasted space here. It will just make things a lot more user-friendly to be able to resize the Start menu as well, like you currently can do in Windows 10. And then if we just head to the Settings menu, Windows Update. Now, because I deal with Windows updates frequently on this channel, if we go to Update History, in Windows 11, both your quality updates, your automatic updates like KB 5007215 as an example, and your optional updates like KB 5007262 appear in the same drop-down list menu under Quality Updates. Now, because I deal with updates regularly on this channel, I preferred how it was in Windows 10, where your optional updates in Windows 10 are placed in Other Updates in the drop-down list, and your automatic updates, as an example, are only placed in Quality Updates, which, dealing with updates on a day-to-day basis, for me personally, just makes it very, a lot quicker just to differentiate between the different updates. And then the last little thing that annoys me while running Windows 11 on a day-to-day basis is to do with the folders in Windows 11. And as many of you know, in Windows 11 you don't have a folder preview of the contents of the folder like you can over on Windows 10. As an example, if I go to my thumbnails file, I cannot see a quick preview of some of the images in that folder, which just makes navigating and just trying to find out what's in a separate folder a little bit more complicated and difficult compared to how it is in Windows 10, where you can actually see your folder contents in a folder preview in the folder icons over on Windows 10. So I actually personally hope that this is a feature that Microsoft does change sooner than later. So those are my personal little observations of little things that annoy me while running Windows 11 on a day-to-day basis. And I think sometime I will also post a video on some of the things I find, that are better in Windows 11 as opposed to how they are, and which I find using a lot more user-friendly as opposed to in Windows 10. But that's a video for another day. So I hope you found this video useful. Once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.